see on television, you see in the movies, you hear their music, you read their books. But we also get to speak to people who have made a real impact on social media, and suddenly you feel the buzz and everybody's talking about them. Well, this person is one of them. Delighted to welcome Bailey Greetham Clark to the show. You will probably know him from Be Great Fitness if you have a look at that on your socials. Bailey, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm really excited. I laughed with the producer before this because my auntie won one of your prizes on the breakfast show you used to do.
Oh,
so all my family
word.
were quite giddy when I said I was coming
No!
out. Yeah, she won a Disneyland trip.
What, from the Big Breakfast?
20 years ago. Yeah, on the Big Breakfast.
No, that's mad.
So they said I should bring it up.
Oh, that's so lovely. What's your auntie's name?
Margaret.
Oh, that's just how lovely. And all these years later, look at the impact that you were making. So I'm going to be absolutely honest with you, Bailey. Kate Lyons and I, my producer, we both saw you on socials and just went, oh, wow. We love what you're doing. So we needed to speak to you. So tell us everything. So your life changed when you were about 17, didn't it?
Yeah. I started my work at 17. It was the pandemic, and I saw everybody else doing their bit, trying to help out in society. I was studying at college at the time and didn't particularly enjoy the course I was on, and decided, look, if there's any chance to do something, it's probably right now when the world is pretty close to ending. So I started just by helping a group of adults with LD and autism, weekly Zoom classes just for free, doing boxing like we're on Zoom now, and it was that simple, and it sort of dominoed, and I started working with more vulnerable groups out in communities and realized just two things. Firstly, how much I loved it, but secondly, how little access vulnerable groups had to quality exercise and sports. And I thought somebody should do something about this. And then I realized maybe that somebody's me.
You were so young. You still are very young, but actually, it's quite a big decision to make and say, right, I'm going to create change, and that's what you've done.
Yeah, I guess it's selfish in a way because I genuinely get so much joy out of it. So it's not...
No, but that's good. That's good.
Some hero.
I go on about joy all the time. And the important thing is that you own it as much as doing something for somebody else makes you feel good. And then in turn, they feel good. It's a double whammy. And that's why we go on about the Make a Difference Awards, because it's a triple whammy. Because also, not only do you feel good, they feel good, but also when people hear about what you do, they think, maybe he can come and help me, or maybe he can help us. So you saying about vulnerable groups, I've seen all the video footage of you going into care homes.
Care homes.
It's just the smiles on their faces.
Oh my
Everyone
gosh.
needs to move, don't they, Bailey?
Have you been into a care home ever in your life, Gabby?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, just the sweetest places in the world. Sadly, they sometimes get a bit of a bad rep, but I absolutely love them. And, to be able to go in and sit there and have 20 grandparents of my own, and even more so look after other people's grandparents, it's a real joy. And, it can get pretty crazy in there. I know that sounds quite a wild statement to say it can get crazy in a care home, but some of these classes are... They get pretty mad, which is great. I remember I was on the radio with Radio Manchester, and I said I had more fun in a nightclub, in a care home than I do a nightclub, and he seemed to chuckle at that. But it's true. They are beautiful people with beautiful stories, and they deserve to be shared. Their stories deserve to be shared, but they also deserve to be looked after to the very best of my capability, which means exercise and health and looking after your body, which ultimately helps your mind.
It's more many whammies, because if you're looking after your body, you feel mentally fitter, and you feel it also brings positivity, of course, as well. But you're working with many different groups, aren't you? And you've actually had some very powerful meetings, and you're trying to create change.
Yes, I was very, very lucky to speak with the Minister for Care, Stephen Kinnock, a few weeks back, and bring some of the white papers and reports we've done. For many years now, we've just done our work and sort of gone, we know our work's good, and the people we work with know our work's good. That's sort of good enough, and that's great. And we put our work on social media, and then a few more people said, yeah, that work's really good. And we thought, okay, maybe we need to report some of this. Maybe we need to genuinely put some of this down on paper. So we partnered with Care England and Tanglewood Care Homes and the NHS and lots of different groups and created 2 papers that stated just how vital exercise is for social care and care homes. And I got to present them to the minister and ask him a load of questions about his plans for the next 10 years. So it's now nice to use my influence and my platform to hopefully create some level of change at a policy level, rather than, what I've been working on for 5 years, boots on the ground, which is vital. But now to do that on policy is a bit of a shock, because I wasn't really an educational kind of guy. I never went to university. And if you'd have told me I was speaking to a minister in an interview, I'd have sort of not believed you a few years back.
Yeah, but you're fantastic. Tell me about Old Friends Club as well, because you're involved in all of that.
It's beautiful. Old Friend Club is it's a beautiful creation that myself and Puberty, a media group, have created together, in which we interview, we tell the stories, we share, we laugh, we love, we do so much. And it's just about showing the world that life doesn't stop in a care home, and neither do those stories and the advice. And it's trying to bridge the gap between generations. So bringing the wholesome message of our older generation to Gen Z and the younger generation that are consuming it on their phones. And it's a thing to work on.
And you and what Puberty put out there as well as a platform, it's all positive, and it's such positivity. And one of the big things, I talk about it all the time on all the shows that I do, is about trying to tackle loneliness. And I think you guys are doing exactly that. We have all got to do what we can, and actually owning the word and saying that somebody feels brave enough and strong enough to say, I feel lonely. The movement can help. These communities can help. People like you can help. Bailey, I think you're fantastic. Please keep in touch, and anytime you want to tell us about anything or be a part of the show, you were always welcome.
Thanks for having me.
No, it's an absolute pleasure. And say hi to Auntie Margaret, please.
I'll give her away for you.
Thank you very much.